What's up, y'all? This is Henny. You know, people have been asking me, man, listen, what is in your bag? I've been getting to the bag, okay? But, okay, I'll show you. As 2019 keeps rolling along, I'm getting to the bag, so I might as well show you what's in my bag. I want to show you what I've done to update my travel, production, camera, everyday bag. I gotta show y'all all the things that I've learned, all the new items that I've picked up to help me make this thing as convenient and as mobile as possible. This is my 2019 bag, and it's heavy as shit. I got a lot to go through, so I mean, we might as well get to it now. Let's go!
The business.
Let's get into it. The bag that I finally found myself keeping. Tried out a ton of bags, I'm not gonna lie.
Yay!
I am a very big fan of Peak Design, and I tried out their travel bag. It was just a little too hefty for me. So then I went and tried the bag by Wandered. Provoke bag, I believe that's how you say it. The 30 liter. Just was a little too small. I wanted a bag that I could do so much with, right? Whether it's my travel bag when I'm traveling with the family and I can do an all-in-one travel. Whether it could somewhat be my everyday bag, possibly, but also, you know, my full production, whether it's film or music bag, and just something that I could take with me that can house a lot of my other pieces in it. And so I tried a few bags, and this is what I came up with. This is the Topo Design travel bag, 40 liters. It's a lot that I got going on in this bag, and we should just go and get straight to it. Okay, let's talk about the bag for a second. One of the things that I liked about, you know, certain bags is the way the zippers go and the compartments go. I made sure it was easy to get in and easy to get out of. And I wanted a bag that had a lot of compartments. So you can see here it has little places where you can, you know, clip things, carabine things, whatever, right there. And here, you know, it's got little pockets there. And then it just has more compartments. And then the, of course, the iPad pocket or the laptop pocket for others is right here. What's also cool is on the back here, you can really hide all these, you know, the pads, the backpack straps. You can hide all of that in here. I can easily unhook that. Store it down here. Yo, for real, I was taking forever to find the right bag. My wife kept telling me, why are all these bags coming to the house? Gotta find, man, when you gotta find the right thing, you gotta find the right thing, man. That's period. So you can stuff the bag all the way down like that, and it lays flat. I like that if I need to travel like that. So let's have that flat here. Let's put it into the frame. Let's go. So right here, in this front pocket, let's see if we can put that in here. I don't have too much stuff. I've been doing a lot of research on the company Matador, and I bought quite a few of their products, and you'll see that here. This is it's basically like a little bag for, say if I need to put my workout gear. I like to swim a lot, so if I'm traveling, I want to find somewhere to put my swim gear, my wet gear. It's a little bag that goes into this like little teardrop, little rubberized case. And I just clipped it into there, and just in case I'm doing my swimming, I have that here. So all the links of everything that I have will be in the description. And in this little pocket here, I just carry some good old Purell because, yeah, I'll be dapping up way too many people, and sicknesses be going around. Let's be honest. Boom, that's the front pocket. But more importantly, if I was traveling like I am in the next day or two, I would put snacks and other things in here in this pocket. So I like that. Maybe even my wallet and my phone when I'm at TSA. So I like the convenience of being able to have that right on point. Now, here's the front pocket here. First thing I have is a compartment for some extra cables. Let me grab this because this needs to be in here. This is my charger, dual charger for my XT3. And in here, I just have some cables. I have iPad Pro cable. Like I said, I have the XT3 dual battery charger, some wires, some good old headphone splitters if I'm needing to do that on the plane, an extra Apple Watch charging cable, as well as a lengthy Rode. This is like a mic extension cable. And so if anytime I need to extend the mic for something that I might be doing on the video side, I have that all in here. Oh, as well as the older Lightning to USB 3 adapter. I don't use that as much anymore since I have the new iPad Pro, but just in case I need that for my iPhone, I have that with me, and that goes there. Now down here, this is another thing from Matador. It's the Nano Towel. This is basically a full-size towel. Inside, you see the size of my hand, and the size of my hand, and it just wraps in here. You never know when you're just going to need a little towel action, right? Hold on, let me do that. Oh. Like I said, I want this bag to be for everything, whether it's family vacations or just being on the road on business or doing, my full professional video and studio music needs. I need to have everything all in one. So that's why I have this. Beneath that, I have my good old Bose SoundLink Micro. This has done me well. I've taken on vacations. It's waterproof, and it sounds really good for the size, right? Once again, that size of my hand. I do not have the biggest hands, and it works extremely well. Battery life is good. Yeah, it just, when you're in a hotel room, it's the perfect size for getting the loudness that you need for that room, and I love it. So that's there. In here, I don't have anything right now. Boom. That's that first pouch. Let me go to the main pouch. As you can see, if I was packing, if I'm actually headed out of town in the next few days, and if I was wanting to pack all clothes in here, I could pack, maybe a storage cube or something in there. Or maybe just put clothes or underwear and, tank tops and stuff like that. Put socks in here. So I like that, right? That's very easy for me to pack right there in the front compartment of the main area. Right in here, right? I could store like a compressed jacket or something like that. I don't have the compressed jacket that I want to bring with me because I'm going on the West Coast, so I'm not going to take that. And here I have my Manfrotto Pixie. It just works when you need a tripod. So that's that. Now let me show you guys the main compartment. This is why I got the bag, and this is why I was looking for a lot of different bags. A lot of bags that could have big storage. So listen, this whole situation right here is really why I wanted a big travel bag, because I've already invested in quite a few different bags over the last few years that I really enjoyed for certain things. And I wanted to be able to have a bag that can house the smaller bags, because you don't always want to carry that huge bag around. And sometimes you're just on a day, you just want like a small little day pack, or you just need a small camera bag with you. Let me break down all the different cubes that are in here, and let's go all the way in on what I have. So normally, this houses this light. This is the Amaron F1, right? I love it. It's a great light. It's small, but it's very powerful. But a lot of times, I don't need that light with me while I'm traveling. So what I did was I took this nice case and I put my music production stuff in here. So I have a small, short microphone cable. I think it's only like 3 feet. I've been using the Zoom U22 for a lot of my production since I've got the iPad Pro, because I had tried so many other interfaces that were small, compact, and one, they either were not updated and not working properly with the iPad Pro, and two, they just weren't, or they weren't big, they weren't small enough. And so, like I've talked about before, this thing is dope. It is a one channel for the mic and the input, so I've plugged in basses, guitars, mics into here. But I can also use this thing right here. That's an aux in or a line in, and I've been able to sample, record players, sample, anything that can take this this headphone jack, and I plug it right in there, and it has headphones. It can do full phantom power, and it can also do out to some speakers. And what's really awesome is the fact with the new iPad Pro, you can just take this USB, and I bought a small USB, regular USB to, USB 2. And this is just a very short cable. And I take these two, it plugs in well with my hub to my iPad Pro. And yeah, it gets the job done. Put that over there. And then underneath, I've been using this mic extensively. This is the mic, the KMS 105 from Neumann, and this is an amazing mic. It's not cheap, but it's very well worth it if you're on the go and you want something that's going to give you good quality, but it's going to, separate your voice from the background very well. So these three things, the mic cable, the Zoom U22, and the mic, the Neumann mic, is actually a great setup just for people who want to do vocals, people who want to be able to do guitar, bass, and any of my live instruments. I put it all in this here bag. Second, I have my trusty space gray, or whatever they're calling it, gunmetal gray Audio Technica ATH M50Xs. I have them in its bag, and I just have it right there. And they work extremely well. These are my go-to headphones, and so I recommend for anybody doing music production, or even if you're editing video, these have been my favorite for over 10 years. I've bought, I don't know, 7, 8 at least pairs of these headphones over the years, because they wear down, but they're not that expensive. At about $150, they are great headphones for the price. So I'm still rocking those. Of course, I got my X-Key Air Bluetooth keyboard. I've had this for some years now. This is my favorite keyboard for traveling. It's Bluetooth, has low latency, and it just works. It just works. When you're on the go, it just works. So let's go into some of my camera stuff. The one thing I can't show you is my XT3 that I'm filming right here on. That would normally be in this bag, but it would be in the bag like this. XT3 with my 18 to 55 kit lens. I love this lens for travel. For me, it just works very well. And I have this in this Peak Design everyday 5-liter sling bag. And this is my kind of go-to camera bag for on the go. So I would have the camera here with that lens. I have the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus for all my audio. And then underneath that, I have the Midicon 35 millimeter 0.95 Speedmaster lens. And for any time I want to just do pictures or even try to do some slow B-roll shots, this lens is awesome. And it works really well. And so I keep those two lenses, as well as a couple spare batteries for the XT3. I have some spare headphones. These are good headphones for on the go. These are in-ears. These are by Audio Technica as well. These are the Audio Technica in-ear headphones. I like these quite a bit. And yeah, I got a small mic, the same mic that I had on the M50. I just keep it in my bag. If I needed to go real small, I could take the side door off and just plug this little mic in, and boom, be going. But if I don't, I'm using this cord with the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. But like I said, if I just needed the day pack, I'm just going to use this, right? I'm going to make sure that I have just a day bag ready to go if I'm vlogging, or if I wanted to do something like that with just the XT3. Boom, I have this bag with me and I could just go. So I love that. I have this by Matador as well. This is their 24-liter waterproof backpack. And so if I just needed a bag for a day bag, whether I'm out, on the go, or if I just wanted to take a few things with me to a couple meetings, as long as my other stuff is protected in their own case, I could use this bag. Let me show you the bag here. And just folds up into it folds up into its own little bag. Man, it just works. I can stuff jackets, or I can stuff whatever I need to in this bag, and it's comfortable. It has nice little straps here. I mean, I'm not a bag reviewer, so just take it with a grain of salt. But two sides for water bottle holders, 2 water bottle holders on each side, and it's just very, very durable, and it's very waterproof. So I like this bag. It's compressed, it's compact, it fits in this main compartment very well, and that's why I love it. And now to one of my favorite pieces that I've got over the last few weeks. This is the Peak Design Travel Tech Pouch. And so I could probably do a whole video on this for my everyday carry, but this is everything that I'm carrying in this pouch. So, all right, so first things first, I have my trusty X100F. I think this is probably one of my favorite Fuji cameras ever made, for the size, compactness, and the ability to just really get awesome pictures on the go. If you're somebody who really wants to learn photography, I would say try something like this camera, because this camera is amazing. It's not cheap. It hasn't even really gone down in price over the years, and this camera came out 2 years ago, but I picked it back up and I've been loving it. And this is the camera that I take with me every day. Yeah, this is the Fuji X100F. And then right behind that is my new favorite video camera that I've been using. Like I just showed in my last video, this is the DJI Osmo Pocket, and it has been upgraded with the latest firmware to have the pro features built right in here without having to use the phone. And man, it's just like I said, this thing is just getting even better. So this is the Osmo Pocket. I keep that in here as well. I gotta have a big battery. This is the Anker 26,800 milliamp hour battery, and this can charge my iPad Pro. This can charge all my devices, really. Just any device that I have, this can charge it. And usually when I'm at a hotel, I plug my devices straight into here, and I don't even usually use an outlet. And this thing powers them all overnight. And then I'll just charge this during the day. This thing is just an amazing piece of battery charging capability. Of course, I got my new Apple Pencil, so I have that. This works great. On the sides here, I have a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to Lightning cable. Gotta have the cables on deck. And right here, I have this Spuds super long microfiber like cleaner cloth. As much tech that I have that needs to be clean on the daily. I have the USB Lightning to SD card for my phone. I usually take all my photos, and then whether I'm using XT3 or my X100F, and I like to edit them on my phone. So I plug it straight into my phone using this and get the pictures off. I'm still using this Pergo USB-C adapter, and I'm gonna tell you why. This adapter right here has still been working really good. I love the fact that I have 2 USB-C slots, as well as the SD card and the micro SD, as well as the USB-C charging slot right there. And one of the main things that turned me off about some of the newer USB-C hubs for the iPad Pro is the fact that when you plug those adapters into the iPad Pro, and if they have like a 3.5 jack adapter for your headphones, the iPad will automatically think that this thing has the headphones plugged up to them. And so say for instance you just want to do some stuff and you plug this in, you literally have to plug in your headphones for you to get audio out, unless you wanted to unplug this from your iPad and then get the speakers going back from your iPad. So when I saw that, I was like, I don't always want to have my headphones plugged in when I have this plugged in. And so I don't know. I think that's a way they can get around that through software, through a software update. But this thing is still doing me solid, and man, I don't have any bending or any issues with the iPad, since I got it, and this thing is still working really good. So that's why I still have this. Next up, now this thing is really, really clutch. This is the Spectra USB-C digital to analog converter. And I've talked about other digital analog converters before, but this piece right here sounds incredible. And so if I'm going to the studio and I'm just making music and I don't need to use something like all the kit that I had over here, like my Zoom or something like that, I'm taking this piece. It plugs in straight USB-C to a headphone out, and I promise you, it sounds really, really good. Really up there with some of the best digital analog converters that I've used for mobile devices. Even up there with the UAD Apollos or the Apogee, duets and stuff like that. So this piece of kit is crazy. It's expensive. It's like $160, $170. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. It sounds great, and it's very compact and small. And if you're plugging your headphones in, there's nothing really like weird like that you have to get it going. It's just basically like an extension to your headphones. And what I just did was I got a real small USB-C female to USB 3 male, and I plugged that in there. So if I'm using this adapter, I can still plug in other pieces of kit, whether it's keyboards that are not Bluetooth, or and I can still charge out if I need that. So I got this little piece. All these things work together, and I've been using them nonstop. And then I have this chiffon. A lot of people have seen these. This is just a chiffon. Man, it just has all the cables. It has USB, micro USB, mini USB, USB-C, and Lightning. This thing is just handy when you don't want to have a whole bunch of cables with you. You just take one cable and it gets the job done. So I have that in here as well. On the other side, I have a pen called the Free Fly. I don't know. I think it's the Space Pen or something like that. It's really cool, very small, works well. You can write easily. It's just a good pen all around. So I have that. I have two other extra batteries for my X100F or my XT3, whatever I need it. That's in here as well. And then in this pocket here, I have, let's see here, that good old dongle for my iPhone. This is my Lightning flash card, 128 gigs that I can use with my phone. The other piece, USB-C for my DJ Osmo. A couple extra SD cards. That good old swipe. Yeah, all of those little things are in here as well. And if I'm not traveling a lot, I will keep this Leatherman Wave Plus, and this is my multi-tool, and I keep that on the go, but this is definitely not TSA approved. So yeah, I'm not taking that with me. All that fits in this Peak Design tech pouch. I can take the straps off if I don't need the straps for that. And it is, I mean, this thing is crazy. It can fit quite a bit of stuff. So the bag also comes with a strap. So like I have right now, where all the backpack straps are tucked in, you can use this as kind of like a messenger. It's kind of really oversized, but you can do that as well. And finally, on the back side, got my good old trusty 2018 iPad Pro fully maxed out. And yeah, fits good in here. It's well padded. But I also have, Lord. So this bag right here, this has a little back pocket, just in case you want to hide something. And what I do is I hide this, basically it's this iPad sleeve. Just in case I need to take my iPad out where I don't have a lot of protection, I can just stuff that in here like that. And I have it like that. And I can put it in a bag like this. And I feel a lot better because it's more protected. So I've been trying to perfect making sure that I have everything that I need for any occasion. It all fits in this bag. And on top of that, I've got a few packing cubes just in case I want to, switch out the big camera stuff, or, switch out some of the production stuff and put, the cubes in there for clothes and stuff like that. So it took me a while to get comfortable with the right bag, and this Topo Designs, it's holding me down. Used it for a few trips already, and we'll see exactly how it lasts over time. But that's what I got in my bag. All the items that I've talked about will be in my description as I update my kit.com as well. Boy, that's that. This 2019, that is what's in my bag. With this bag, I'll be able to do production, music, film, day stuff, everyday carry, as well as family travel. So feel good about it. Hopefully that helped. And that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all know what to do. Hit me on the comments below, man, and I'll check y'all in the next week. And I'm out!